As fate would have it, Tone's gaze fell upon a familiar figure sitting on the roadside rail. A poignant silhouette against the backdrop of everyday life. Grandma Tam, whose absence had been shrouded in uncertainty, sat lost in thought. Her eyes fixed on the horizon as she awaited the bus that would carry her back to her hometown. Her gaze drifted blankly ahead, a jumble of worry and uncertainty swirling in her thoughts. The grapefruit orchard, where she'd spent countless days nurturing life from the earth, was gone. Sold by Mr. Long as it failed to turn a profit. And her son, the son she'd sacrificed so much for, still hadn't changed. His debts mounted, creditors closing in, and he summoned her back home with an urgency that spoke of desperation. His ways of gambling and partying without a job unchanged. The intervening period had been a puzzle, with fragments of worry and unanswered questions scattered across the days. Yet, in this serendipitous instant, the puzzle pieces fell into place. And Tone was reunited with her in a heartwarming encounter. Fate had spared her a long, lonely wait. The last bus had left, and none others were coming. But Tone wouldn't hear of her waiting any longer, insisting she spend the night at his farm with Diem. Grandma Tam's face softened as Diem welcomed her with delight and open arms. A warmth that momentarily eased the weight of her worries. Grandma Tam, with her advancing age and increasingly fragile body, should have been savoring the twilight years of her life, indulging in the simple pleasures that brought her joy and basking in the warmth of a life well lived, free from the burdens of worry and toil. Instead, her days were consumed by the weight of her son's mistakes. A constant reminder of the unrelenting cycle of struggle and hardship that seemed to follow him like a shadow. His reckless abandon to vices. His cunning evasion of responsibility. And his staggering accumulation of debts had become an unbearable burden. One that she felt compelled to shoulder, driven by the unyielding devotion of a mother's love. Unable to bear the thought of her son's misery and the specter of his potential downfall, Grandma Tam took it upon herself to rectify the situation, sacrificing her own well-being and scant energy to work tirelessly, day and night, in a determined effort to extricate her son from the quagmire of debt and despair that threatened to engulf him. In contrast, a deep sense of profound gratitude had been etched in the hearts of Tone and Diem, stemming from the pivotal role Grandma Tam had played in saving Tone's life when he teetered on the precipice of a dire and potentially fatal circumstance. Upon gaining insight into her present tribulations, specifically the overwhelming burden of her son's debts, Tone had made a solemn commitment to lend his assistance, remaining steadily faithful to his word. He had embarked on a mission to honor that pledge. Regrettably, his initial attempt to locate her, undertaken with Diem at Mr. Long's farm, had been unsuccessful as she had already departed. However, with their paths converging once more, the couple seized the opportunity without delay, eschewing hesitation and uncertainty as they dedicated themselves to fulfilling the outstanding promise. Resolute in their determination to extricate Grandma Tam from the complexity of her son's financial entanglements. Although her problems may continue to linger, Tone and Diem could only hope for Grandma Tam's son to change his way of life, and this time for the better. Meanwhile, the loving couple will embark on a romantic escape, a surprise getaway that Tone had been secretly orchestrating. Seizing the perfect moment, he sprung his plan into action, whisking Diem away before she could utter a word of protest or hesitation. The spontaneity of the trip would be a delightful departure from their routine, a chance for them to unwind and reconnect amidst their fulfilling lives. With the weight of their responsibilities momentarily set aside, they looked forward to indulging in each other's company, savoring the tranquility of their time together. This bittersweet episode showcased Tone and Diem's filial devotion to Grandma Tam, and their heartfelt gratitude for the kindness she had selflessly shown them. Their hearts remained touched by Grandma Tam's struggles. Her unwavering maternal devotion is a complex and poignant reminder of the blurred lines between love and enablement, concern and sacrifice. Amidst their own happiness, they remained committed to supporting her, hoping for a brighter future for Grandma Tam and her wayward son, and perhaps a path towards redemption for him, one that would bring her peace. Wishing you all a meaningful Lenten season, a time for reflection, renewal, and spiritual growth. May this period bring you peace, hope, and a deeper connection with your faith. As always, share your thoughts. Feel free to leave your comments below with your theories and predictions.